Welcome to Florida State University. Congratulations on getting in and hope you enjoy your time here. GradSpace is basically one-stop shopping for graduate students. It has everything from funding possibilities, graduate assistantship information, different information that the graduate school can provide for you. Jack Tyndall handles all of the thesis, dissertations, treatise information. All those forms are online, which is very important for students who are involved in that process.
The OGFA assists graduate students in locating funding resources such as scholarships, fellowships, and research opportunities. We can help students identify resources that correspond to a particular field of study and level of graduate work, from master's studies to doctoral studies. In addition, we assist graduate students in perfecting proposals prior to submission. On our website, you can request enrollment in our Blackboard organization website, where you can search further resources such as scholarship deadlines and our current inventory of graduate fellowships and awards.
In the basement of Strozer Library is the Scholars Commons, which just came online in the spring of 2009, so it's pretty new still. What we have here are graduate study rooms, and there's a graduate computer lab. The university's digital media center is in the basement of Strozer Library. We have the Adobe and Sony suite, so we do a lot of work helping grad students and other students with media projects, from working with Photoshop to designing conference posters to producing small or short videos.
The PI program has workshops through the Center for Teaching and Learning, Teaching Excellence series every semester, which are really helpful for TAs to, how do I grade? How do I maintain good professional boundaries? How do I lead a class discussion with 50 students or 70 students, or however many you have? So I hope you'll look into that. That's the Center for Teaching and Learning, Teaching Excellence series, and myself, I am a PI associate.
GradShare, it's very similar to GradSpace. The biggest difference is that it also has live feed interaction between students. You can post a question on GradShare and other graduate students can come back and answer, and it'll show, like a normal blog, how many feedbacks you have, and you can read the different responses, and sometimes other students will rate them. If another student doesn't want to write the same explanation, they'll just say, yes, I like this is a good answer to your question. Pretty much can help graduate students from beginning to end for grad school.
We have two student-based peer resource programs. The first is GEAR, the Graduate English Advisory Resource, and the other is ACES, the Advisory Council of English Students. Both of those programs work to enhance the professionalization of our graduate students while they're here on campus. They provide workshops as far as writing abstracts for conference papers, enhancing their own writing for articles or for short stories, poetry, anything that a regular English student might produce. And they also work on interacting with our faculty early on, bringing mentors in as soon as possible to help facilitate our graduate students really have a successful experience while they're going through the program, both at the master's level, the Master of Fine Arts level, and the PhD level.
There are many ways to get involved in different groups and organizations on the Florida State University campus. One of the easiest ways is to log on to Blackboard and go to the groups and organizations search. There you can put in sports or discipline, interest, and or identity. Most organizations usually do some sort of community service or service within the Florida State community to either assist undergraduates or graduates or those just in the local Tallahassee community. In the Black Graduate Student Association, we do the AIDS Walk. We also participate in the Ronald McDonald House, and we do the Boys and Girls Club monthly.
The coffee hour at the International Center is a weekly activity. It's every week on Friday at 5:30. And many international students and many American students come there just to socialize, eat some cookies, drink some tea. It's a very good place to meet new friends. Usually people who don't get enough of just the campus life, they come there to meet new friends. And we often organize parties, movie nights, trips. I met most of my friends at coffee hour. They're different majors. I don't see them at school. But now many of them left for their home countries, and I'm still friends with them, and I think it's very nice.
There's a lot more culture in Tallahassee than people realize. We have national parks, we have museums, we have a lot of history in this town, obviously being the state capital. There's a lot more for students to learn about than Tennessee Street and bar hopping.
There are art exhibits that go on a regular basis, both at the museum here and at Railroad Square. And you're going to find graduate students and faculty and undergraduates at all of those places.
There is a lot of things that you can do in Tallahassee. There are great parks where you can go biking, jogging, just walking. These are Tom Brown parks, Lake Ella parks.
Wakulla Springs is a local phenomenon. Creature of the Black Lagoon was filmed there. How can you not go and see something like that?
You gotta visit Mission St. Louis. It's in the center of Tallahassee, basically Ocala and Tennessee. It's a reconstruction of old Spanish fort and mission and an Indian village, and there are actors in costumes which tell you how it was to live in this area during those times.
Having left Tallahassee and not been to a football game is almost criminal. It's a cultural and social experiment, if not just entertaining in the sports arena itself.
PFF, Preparing Future Faculty. I hope you look into it. It's been beneficial to me. Right now I'm working on my sort of faculty readiness plan to be better prepared to compete in the academic market when I finish my dissertation. We have a wonderful mentor, Dr. Marianne Moore, who will help you to create a plan, not just resume, but a whole package of what is going to be, how am I going to contribute to my field, how do I best market myself.
One of the really helpful resources that we have here on campus is the Career Center. I know that they were actually a very big help with me personally when I was even deciding whether I wanted to go on for my master's degree and pursue a PhD in my field. What I found them really, really helpful with was a lot of self-clarification. They really helped me take a look at my goals, what was important to me, the things that I enjoyed doing, and then really translate that into how these things lined up with pursuing some kind of career.
Just as one grad student to another, the best thing that I could recommend you do is ask questions, not be shy, meet people right away. These are folks in your department that you're going to be working with for the next 2, 3, 5 years. Get to know people.